G'day, g'day. It's Keith here with Squiggle on the line. Just having a look at the Squiggle. Might take a look at some point at 2 weeks break coming for us teachers. There you go. Bit of planning, but it will be a bit of extra time. Take a look at how the cruncher went in the last 4 or 5 years over that time. Why the cruncher? There's all these models. Just taking a look. I know we looked at how AFL Lab and Live Ladders went versus in financial sense versus the historical betting. But MAE stands for mean average error. That's the average amount for the prediction of every single game that's been played this year. They've been off by, and this is the best of all comers here, 26.28 points. Got 27 tips, 28 tips. So it's got less tips than the one under it, but it's been that little bit closer. And let's also look at 26.28. Our two that we've been using, 28.47 and 28.66. So that's how far they've been on average from their guess. And if you have a look at how close they are to where the line is, the further they are from that line, the more likely they are to fall on that side. That makes sense? Anyway, let's take a look now at overall, and it's all using the models of last year for the prediction coming in for these early rounds, and could almost have been a coin toss. 14 wins, 15 losses. I encourage you to toss a coin 29 times and see how many heads you get. So, odds are. Now let's take a look at the round that we have just left. It's quite interesting, that Gold Coast and Adelaide, they were looking to have that 5-point plus win for a lot of that game. They let it drop to 1 and then they kicked it around in the back line. But as they should, to kill that time. The West Coast, I watched that game. The models said that they'd only lose by 34. The Giants got them by 81. And it wasn't even so much the heads dropping as just the young kids being outclassed. Only a few of those West Coast vets. I'm going to have a hard time putting any more bets on West Coast Eagles to only lose by a certain amount. Because if they do get outclassed and smashed, it looks like this year they're going to have the ability to get very smashed. So we nearly got the Gold Coast one, but not quite. Melbourne and Geelong. We predicted Geelong would win by 25. They needed to win by 28. Well, they did win by 28. So there's just a few of these close ones that have gone just the other side. Long story short, what is that? 3 right, 4 wrong, taking us into at this point, we're down $11, but not that surprising with knowing that the models weren't going to be as good as they should be at the start of the year. So, let's take a look at the round coming. Adelaide and Geelong. It's going to be a tough game. Note, I've added the cruncher while they're the best on mean average error. And we've kind of put when they agree, we've done them as light blue as well. And when there's only AFL Lab and Live Ladders in agreement for the bet, we've gone with light blue. We've bet when all three of them are saying the same thing, we've gone with yellow. So after this round, it could be an interesting thing to take a look at. Maybe if you're looking at the safer bets, it'd be the 1, 2, 3, the 5 yellow bets. West Coast, maybe I was just watching them. The West Coast, AFL Lab and Live Ladders have them losing by 21 and 27. The bookies are giving them a 33-point head start. Cruncher says 33-point head start's not going to be enough. And just on the basis of that Cruncher and also having watched them, I'm actually putting $5 in there. Not on West Coast, but betting on Carlton to actually beat them by more than 33 points. So, yeah, that's just a little bit of a special case. The team just didn't look up to speed. Okay, so let's moving on. We've talked about Adelaide and Geelong, Collingwood and Sydney. That's an interesting one. Obviously going to be a tight game. It's in Melbourne. AFL Lab and Live Ladders both have Collingwood winning by the 6 points or more that they need. Strangely, Crunch has actually got Sydney winning by a point. But we're going to go with our two historical winning models, and we've got our $5 on Collingwood. North Melbourne and Gold Coast, it's really another how much sort of a thing. The models have Gold Coast by 27, 27 and 33. The bookies want them to win by at least 25, so all three models say yep, so $5 on the Gold Coast. Bulldogs and Brisbane, everybody's got Brisbane winning. It's just a matter of will they win by enough. Nobody's got them winning by too much, and in fact the bookies want them to win by 13 points or more, and all three models have Brisbane winning by less than that. So we've actually got a bit of a punt there. $5 on the Bulldogs. They can either win or lose, but not lose by 13 or more. So there's the bullies. Melbourne and Essendon. We've got Essendon winning by 3, 10 and 5. It's very close numbers here, but the bookies want for Essendon to bring home the chocolates in the line bet. Essendon have to win by at least 3 points. And exactly 3, 10 and 5. All three are in agreement though, so yep, we've got our $5 on Essendon. Richmond and Freo. Interesting agreement between Cruncher and Live Ladders, both saying Freo by 25. AFL Lab have got Freo but only by 3. But however you look at it, the bookies are giving Richmond a 35-point head start. With that head start, Fremantle are not winning by enough. $5 on Richmond. Okay, St Kilda and GWS. GWS by 17, says Cruncher. AFL Lab and Live Ladder, or AFL Lab has St Kilda winning by 7, and Live Ladders have GWS winning by 2. But the bookies are giving St Kilda a 15-point head start, and that AFL Lab and Live Ladders, the not winning by enough, St Kilda winning is not losing by 16 or more, and St Kilda losing by 2 is not losing by 16 or more. So those two are definitely on St Kilda, and Cruncher saying losing by 17. Well, that's so close to the not losing by 16 or more that it's not desperately arguing. So we definitely have $5 on the Saints there. Port Adelaide and Hawthorn. It looks like it's in Adelaide. Nevertheless, the models have all got Hawthorn winning, but by 6, 7 and 13 points. The bookies are giving Port a 15-point head start, so with that head start, they're not losing by that much, according to any of the models. They're all in agreement, $5 on Port. So that is our little sneak peek into the future, and with a bit of luck, now that we've got a good 5 rounds of, really it's only 4 rounds because round 0 was a bit weak, only a couple of games, but we are starting to get enough data feeding into these models from this year that hopefully the probabilities will nudge in our favour. So